think.
Okay. All right, I will now call the Concord Township Board of Trustees March 15, 2017 meeting to order. Please stand for a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, just prior to this meeting, we've already had our Community Days meeting as well as a special meeting with Chardon Township, so that's why we had a late start. Roll call. Amy.
Mr. Malcheski?
Present.
Mrs. Luda?
Here.
Mr. Galloway?
Here.
Okay, February 1st and February 15th trustees regular meeting minutes. Connie, you got something?
Yes. Hang on, Sleepy. Okay, February 1st, it says Mr. Malcheski and Mrs. Luda attended the Eastern Lake County Awards Banquet. I would like to have it inserted after Lake County Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Read.
Right here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I believe that's all.
Mr. Chairman, I have nothing else on any of these other minutes. They're all
Right,
good.
including March, well, okay.
Including March 1st.
Let's approve the 1st and the 15th with Connie's changes.
Thank you.
How about March 1st, Connie?
I have no changes on that one.
Okay, we'll approve the March 1st as well. Elected officials reports, fiscal officer, Amy Dawson.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to February. As of February 28th, we were 16th of the way through the calendar year. Treasury balance for the 20 funds within the township treasury was $5.4 million. After posting the advance on the first half of the 2016 real estate taxes, the remainder will be received late in March, hopefully, or early April. Treasury balance included at that time $241,336 in funds set aside for specific projects. Year-to-date revenue was 16% of the annual budgeted resources, and expenditures were 12% of the annual budgeted expenses for 2017. So we are well within budget. Also want to add that I completed my state treasurer's CPIM training this week. So I've got my auditor hours and my treasurer hours, and I'm good to go.
Good.
And
You're in
that's-
compliance.
I'm in compliance.
You are what they would call bona fide.
Sounds so fancy.
Thank you, that would be all.
The agenda alone. That's good.
Okay. Trustees, Connie, anything to
I
report?
have nothing to report.
Chris?
Mr. Chairman, Starbucks is open.
Been there.
And I also, just for, I have a couple residential phone calls I need to return since I was out of the country. So I'm back and I'm trying to get back on top of a few things.
I've had
correspondence-wise.
an unusual amount of phone calls
Really?
from residents recently, yeah. That being said, all is well. I did attend the General Health District's meeting.
How was that?
It was entertaining.
It shouldn't be, by the way.
I know it shouldn't be, and maybe I just found it more entertaining than everyone else. I do think it's important to note that if you look at the evaluations of the properties in Lake County, Concord Township continues to be second, and I don't know. It seems to be very significantly up there.
Explain to folks what you mean by that.
So, in property valuation, I believe, let's say Mentor's property is valued at about $435 million. Concord Township is at $628 million. Next in line is the city of Willoughby at $587,000, and that, again, that's the taxable valuation of those political subdivisions.
All real property within
All
each
real property in each community. And if you think about that, we don't have a Lubrizol like Wycliffe does. We don't have some of the bigger companies and bigger buildings as the city of Mentor does, but ours is mostly residential properties that are, with about 8% of commercial development. That's really at this point still underdeveloped. So I think that's significant. Give you an example, City of Painesville, our partners in the JED is $221 million. And some of the smaller communities like Leroy Township is $96 million. So our $628 million is pretty significant. So I found that as a kind of a unique fact.
Right.
But besides that meeting went well. There's some things that I'm going to address with the health department. I'm going to sit down with Kathy. I'm going to go over a survey and then run it by you trustees before I send that in. So I think it'd be a good idea for us to meet more than just once a year, but maybe at least a work session, every 6 months. That's all I got to report.
Okay.
Kathy, administration?
I have nothing to report.
All right, we have an audience today. Anybody from the audience wants to come on up here and tell us who you are and what's going on? No one?
Okay.
You sure? I'll keep it open for a little bit. I'll close it. All right. Old business. We have vote on February financial. We haven't had old business in probably years now. So
We have a couple.
I would make a motion to approve the February financial reports.
I'll second that.
all in favor, say aye.
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 All right. Now we have a vote on the amended contract in amount to $30,894.50 for the 2017 mowing and landscaping contract with Classic Lawns.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, new business, resolution 2017-07, recognition of Spencer Roush.
May I read it?
Sure, please.
Okay. Resolution 2017-07 in recognition of Spencer Rosh. Whereas Spencer Rosh, a resident of Concord Township, has faithfully and diligently devoted many hours of hard work in training with his German Shepherd partner, Tara, in completing dozens of hours of classwork and passing a 25-hour round of practical exams to earn their certifications for the Canine Search and Rescue. And whereas Spencer's daily efforts have presented evidence of his passion in helping others. As a result, he has become the youngest canine search and rescue handler in the country. His unyielding commitment and dedication places him in a class of his own for his age. And whereas Spencer's maturity has shown in balancing his studies at Riverside High School, holding a part-time job, caring for his family's 7 dogs, training with his dog Tara, going on rescues, and also spending time with his friends. Now therefore be it resolved that on behalf of the residents of Concord Township, Lake County, Ohio, the Concord Township Board of Trustees do hereby, with great privilege, recognize and pay honor and tribute to Spencer Rosh for his exemplary service and contributions to his community. I so move.
I will second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Mark down those 3 ayes.
And I say bravo.
Photo op.
Yep, photo op.
Right.
Who's got the camera? Come on up and,
Is there anything you'd like to say, Spencer?
I wasn't expecting this. Where would you like me?
Just right there.
We'll stay right there and we'll hand it to you.
come on.
Congratulations. Enjoy it? Did you enjoy it?
It's a lot of work that still isn't done yet.
Yeah. Work in progress. All right, why don't you hold that? That's yours.
Yeah, there you go.
Mom, Daddy, Thomas.
Dad's done, then you can look at it. Got it?
Should we
Okay.
move?
No, look at me.
Connie, a little closer.
1, 2, 3.
That one doesn't make any noise.
Silent.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome to say anything if you want to. That's right. Great job.
Podium is yours.
Hey, you pitch your service.
Okay. I wasn't sure whether you wanted me to move or not.
And also, don't feel like you have to stick around for all the rest of this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you got other things going on.
We got stone and tar bids.
We won't be offended.
below.
Oh. Is he in?
I think so. One of them is, I don't know.
All right,
No.
and,
No, that's,
huh?
no,
No?
no,
It's the other one? Okay.
must be.
We have to approve. I move that we approve a letter of recognition for Eagle Scout Alexander Spondike.
I will second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Would you like me to read it also?
Sure.
Okay. It is with great pleasure that the trustees of Concord Township extend their congratulations to Alexander W. Spondike for attainment of the very prestigious honor of Eagle Scout. Your hard work and dedication has placed you in a category that is only realized by about 2% of your scouting peers, and as a result, you will stand among those Eagle Scouts who have become great leaders in this country. You have exemplified the ideals and goals of scouting in innumerable ways, including participation in many campouts, active in the Order of the Arrow, serving in various leadership positions, including the highest ranking position of Senior Patrol Leader, and just completed your term as President of Venturing Crew 68. We congratulate you in balancing your academics at Harvey High School by taking a full load of college preparatory classes and participation in school activities such as marching band and concert choir. You are also a member of the Future Business Leaders of America, where your team won first place at the state competition. It is impressive that you have chosen scouting from your youngest years as one of your primary guides towards character development. Your Eagle Scout project, consisting of the construction of 4 benches and a beautifully handcrafted open sign for Concord's Old Stone School, is very much appreciated by the Concord Township Board of Trustees. The sturdy benches identically match the existing historically accurate benches and will accommodate much needed additional seating. The handmade wooden sign is complete with hand-forged metal links and a post crafted to resemble a pencil that would have been used in the 1800s when the school was operational. The added drawing of Elja Pomeroy's school bell on the sign honors the artifact displayed in the school. Additionally, the coordination with the garden club ensured plantings around the new sign, which would be historically accurate. The results of your Eagle Scout project were beautifully made, historically authentic, with handcrafted designs, and will be enjoyed for many years. Eagle Scouts are leaders by the nature of their accomplishments, which you will have the opportunity to expand upon through your education and participation in community service. Congratulations, and we look forward to watching you grow as a community leader. Sincerely, the Concord Township Board of Trustees.
Do you recognize that bell?
Not me. I didn't go to that school.
Connie, you are free to
I
smack
did
him.
not go to that school.
I meant that in the nicest way possible.
You did. How could it be a nice way?
No, I don't know. There's a lot of spin there.
Could have said, hey, I saw pictures or
You can
something.
do this one or pass it to Chris.
Okay, I'm going to do another one
All right.
because this gentleman is present,
I don't know who it is.
right? Is that correct?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No,
No?
not Dominic?
You, okay.
It's just here for a bit.
You're just here?
So
Okay.
you're here for encouragement. You get one of these then.
Okay, okay, Eagle Scout Dominic M. Romano. It is with great pleasure that the trustees of Concord Township extend their congratulations to Dominic M. Romano for attainment of the very prestigious honor of Eagle Scout. Anyone who has known a Scout understands the hard work and dedication that accompanies the achievement of Eagle Scout. However, it is certainly worth noting that only about 2% of your peers will achieve this same rank, and that you will stand among those Eagle Scouts that have become great leaders in this country. It is impressive that you have chosen scouting from your youngest years as one of your primary guides towards character development. Where have I heard this? Your Eagle Scout project, consisting of the construction of 12 6 feet by 2 feet eyeglass donation boxes for the Painesville Lions Club, who distributes them throughout the community to help improve the vision of countless residents who cannot afford eyeglasses, will enhance the quality of life within the community. Eagle Scouts are leaders by the nature of their accomplishments, which you will have the opportunity to expand upon through your dedication and participation in community service. Congratulations, and we look forward to watching you grow as a future community leader. Sincerely, the Concord Township Board of Trustees. I move that we sign this letter.
I will second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I can't-
Fantastic. We love seeing all the Eagle Scouts, especially in our community. We seem to have a lot of them.
We do.
It's impressive.
Well, our legal advisor is an Eagle Scout. You knew that.
I did know that, amongst other things.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just onion with skin peeling away one at a time.
What was your project?
My project?
Yeah.
My project was I raised food for an African country that is no longer in existence by Afro. Back in 1968.
Wow,
Yep.
very good.
When you were in your prime.
I was in my prime then. It's been a slow, steady decline since. And yet I remained an Eagle Scout still.
Yes, always. Once an Eagle Scout, always an Eagle
That's right.
Scout.
What country was it?
It was in lower Africa. It really had a famine. It would be like I don't think whatever we're close to. There was a horrible civil war going on at the time. They had a lot of mercenaries going in, tearing the country apart and everything. It was close to Uganda. Yep.
Wow.
So you resolved it, and therefore.
So it wasn't Angola like with Cuban
No.
mercenaries and all the rest of that.
There was a lot of mercenary action in there. The United Nations, as an Eagle Scout, wanted me to go over, but I think I had this, 8th grade exam. or
It doesn't seem appropriate to send an 8th grader into a war zone.
something. They were that desperate to get rid of me.
That
There you
doesn't
go.
seem right.
The algebra was holding you back. Okay.
We have an audience member who would like to,
You want to come up here and make a comment?
yes, you have to.
Yeah, you can come up here,
Yeah, you
say your
gotta-
name and your high school.
Tell us who you are.
My name is Matt. I go to Ignatius, and we actually had this guest speaker from the country you mentioned, Biafra. It was a breakaway zone from Nigeria, and it was a brutal civil war that was.
Yeah,
They put down the entire country. They basically, went and slaughtered the people and
Right.
no longer exists.
well, that's an amazing coincidence that you
Yeah.
had someone come in and speak on that.
I know. I'm
It's
just
amazing.
like, oh, so
And you grew food
yeah,
for them.
The
coincidence.
Jesuits, what can you say?
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, you are touching at Mike's heart.
Yeah,
Just land them.
that's
Impressive.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Chairman, before us, we have an updated roundabout feasibility project study for State Route 84 and Old Johnny Cake Ridge Road that was prepared by Parsons Brinkerhoff, and this board, along with administration, has had opportunity to review, comment, etc. And I would like to make a motion for its adoption, or not its adoption, its acceptance.
I'll second that.
Yes, and this is,
It's very, very
it's, well,
detailed.
besides being very thorough, we've spent some considerable amount of time working on this, so I thank them for their work, and all in favor say aye.
Aye.
And this is really just it's one step in our constant process in terms of working on roads and interchanges in the community. To get these things rolling, you have to go through certain required processes, especially as it relates to ODOT roads and county roads. And so It's, this is the sort of thing that you start to put in the pipeline now for future projects, 4, 5, 6 years down the road, so.
Absolutely. And those projects get done, so that's, we wouldn't,
It takes a while.
yeah, it takes a while, but that's why we do the studies and we get it done and,
Move it forward, moving the
Right.
ball.
yep.
Okay, we have a,
Purchase order 15-2017, a change order request from Cornerstone IT at the cost of $4,801.25.
I move we accept that.
Mr. Chairman, this relates to our website.
It
is that
relates to our
correct?
website, that's
development.
correct.
I second that.
All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to appoint or reappoint Mr. Ivan Valentik to the Board of Zoning Appeals effective April 1st, 2017 for the term ending on March 31st, 2022. He's done a fantastic job,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
his professional background really adds a lot to that board. So I would make a motion to reappoint him to that.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ivan's done, Yvonne has done an excellent job.
I would, in corresponding with that, we have an opening on the Board of Zoning Appeals in one of the alternate positions, and I would make a motion to appoint Todd Goling effective April 1st, 2017 for the 2-year term. If you recall, our alternate positions have 2-year terms through March 31st of 2019.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Continuing on this trend line, I would make a motion to appoint Gerard Morgan to the Zoning Commission. It's a regular member appointment. He is currently an alternate on that board to the term beginning April 1st, 2017, that ends on March 31st, 2022. He's done a very nice job in his short time as an alternate, and I think he would be an excellent addition to that board as a regular full-time member.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Lastly, there is obviously an opening created as it relates to an alternate position on the Zoning Commission, and we had put out the call to residents, and I would make a motion to appoint Hiram Reppert to the alternate position for Zoning Commission beginning April 1st, 2017 and ending on March 31st, 2019, also a 2-year term.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And we have some zoning department fee schedule revisions. They're listed here, and we have gone over them with our zoning.
In highlighter,
Right.
Mike, just as a point
Okay.
of clarification,
Okay.
can we adopt this as presented en masse, or would you prefer a line-by-line approval since they are individual?
No, I think it's all part of the single subject zoning fee schedule, so.
Okay. So
By
I
the way, Heather reviewed this with Kathy Mitchell and I, too.
Right. So I would move that we approve the fee schedule revisions effective April 1st, 2017.
I will second that.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the service department, I would move that the service department advertise for stone and tar bids.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Service Department has a purchase order
Right.
16-2017 to DJL Materials and Supply for crack sealing at a cost of $30,000. Motion.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Send that back
We
down.
have a Recreation Department, Tackler Community Days purchase order 17-2017, request for solid rock sports at a cost not to exceed $7,028.32. Do I have a motion on that?
So moved. Oh.
Seconded. You got it.
Got
All
it.
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, one last thing that's not on the typed late addition to our agenda. Actually, two things. The first is we need to recognize a change order number 16 for the Auburn Cryle Connector Road project in the amount of excuse me, $793.14. This was modified drainage work at the Auburn Road roundabout, basically a catch basin. Had to be moved based on where it was designed, because when they went to do it, they discovered there was a gas line. And so they had, it was decided that the better alternative, rather than replacing or moving an entire gas line, was to simply move the catch basin 10 feet. So,
I so notice.
you recognize that there is such a
recognize.
thing, this absurd process of recognition, got it? As ODOT requires us to recognize a change order. And then lastly,
Well, don't we have, we don't
We just
have
have
to.
to
we don't have to vote.
Oh,
No,
that's,
we just acknowledge that it
Just
exists.
acknowledge.
oh, that's crazy.
Right.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's odd. And then lastly, back in January, we entered into a contract with SBJ Consulting of Painesville for professional services as it related to some of our engineering needs. And I'd like to make a motion to terminate that and vote to enter into a professional services agreement with Robert Parker, professional engineer, through Jobs, Henderson and Associates for the services outlined in the proposal that you have in front of you, dated March 15th of 2017. What this means is that all prior contractual arrangements with Robert Parker will be revoked and superseded upon approval of this agreement. It was he that worked under the SBJ Consulting flag, and he has changed firms, and we are going to stay with him as it relates to providing these services to the township. So I would make a motion to enter into this new professional services agreement.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and I've
You have to sign one?
signed that, and I'll hand that to
Okay.
Amy. Future meetings and announcements. On Tuesday, March 28th at 6 p.m., we have a special joint meeting with the trustees, the JED, Zoning Commission, BZA, and Concord Community Center. Again, that's March 28th at 6 p.m. Talking about our mixed-use ideas. Tuesday, April 4th at noon, we will have the staff meeting in the conference room. At 7 p.m., we will have the Zoning Commission meeting in Town Hall. And then Wednesday, April 5th at 6:30 p.m., we'll have the trustees' office hours and a trustees meeting at 7:30 to follow in this room. Anything else for the good of the order?
Happy St.
Happy
Patrick's Day.
St.
Happy
Patrick's Day.
Patrick's Day. All right, there we go.
All right, nice job, everyone.